We are live. Perfect. Okay, so meeting to order. Public forum. Anybody have anything not on the agenda today? Yes, sir.
I would just like to seek commission extension amendment for that trailer policy till like November 15th.
I've
already talked to him.
Okay. Snow's gonna fly this week, and I'm not sure how much. You guys have any concerns?
I don't know.
Okay.
It'll melt once it comes down. It ain't gonna stick for very long.
That's true. That's 3 November. Yeah.
It's supposed to be snow, but be
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah, that's true. It's
About
November.
freezing.
I'm already cold, so.
Yeah, I'm cold too.
The ground's still plenty warm.
That's
It
true.
ain't gonna stick for very long.
I haven't even read it. I just heard snow and no, it's too early. Anyway, chief, no concerns? No. Up to you guys.
Well, the 15th isn't that long.
It's only 10 days.
Yeah. We just moved it already Saturday.
I'll entertain a motion.
I didn't make it for the last meeting to talk, so.
I'll make a motion that we extend it to the 15th for
I have a motion from Tracy to extend the
trailer.
right away.
Yeah.
Why am I losing my mind on this one? Yeah. Parking, yeah,
Parking,
right away
yes.
parking, let's call it that. Lauren will know how to write that up. I apologize.
She's good at
Is there a second?
it.
Second? Second from Maddie? Any other discussion?
Not really.
Hearing none, all in favor?
I,
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Is that for everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
yeah, it would have to be.
Good.
I mean, I think so.
Yeah. Trailers. Right away. Anybody else have anything to discuss on the agenda? All right, move right into it. I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Motion from Maddie to approve minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second from Tracy. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, new business. Bills. Ready for payment?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills for payment.
Motion from Randy to approve the bills for payment. Second from Tracy. Any discussion on bills?
No, they were all kosher.
Awesome. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, property sale. We need to set a public hearing to, so I'll read the public notice. Public notice is hereby given that the city of Rockwell will meet and hold a public hearing the 19th day of November 2025 at 5:35 p.m. in City Hall, Rockwell, Iowa. On the resolution proposing to, this is crossed out. Is it crossed out? Oh, it's underlined. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm gonna start over. Public notice is hereby given that the city of Rockwell will meet and hold a public hearing on the 19th day of November 2025 at 5:35 p.m. in City Hall, Rockwell, on a resolution proposing to dispose of real estate by sealed bid owned by City of Rockwell and described as followed. And there are the coordinates. It's for the property just north of the Catholic Church. It's that southern piece of the property owned by the REDC. Bids must be submitted to city clerk by noon on Wednesday, November 19th. So we just need to set that public hearing. Again, proposed date is the 19th day of November 2025, 5:35.
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Maddie to set the public hearing for the 19th. So second.
I'll second.
From Tracy, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimously. All right. Zoning ordinance.
Question?
Yes, sir.
I think we can go to roofing bids, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He wants to.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I didn't know that's why you were here. I apologize.
No, you're fine, no worries.
Let's do that. What do you got for me? For us? I apologize.
So, just on your guys' claim, so I'm not for sure how you guys have everything on the policy wrote now. because it's got kind of like the cemetery as its own, the library, and then this building.
Mhm.
But it's kind of convoluted to, so basically it said your deductible is 89, 89.72, but then it had it broke out where it was like 2,500 at the cemetery,
Okay,
and then at the library, it showed whatever the difference was,
sure.
which I don't know exactly how it's tied in all the way around, but you do have like $6,600 in depreciation, but it's recoverable
Okay.
when you're done. And when it comes to roofing, I've been doing this all summer, when it comes to insurance, you typically don't want to get a bid. Insurance companies love bid.
Okay.
Because there's so much unforeseen, like I can't bid if you have bad OSB on your roof. Don't know until we tear it apart.
Of course.
And so that's where you get to a bid and you take the lower bidder and then they just kind of slap it on. Because you have on your lower level roof where it meets the wall, there's metal flashing that goes all the way around there.
Okay.
And every time you do a full roof replacement, which is what they've allocated you guys, you want to change the flashing. So if we do the work, basically, we would charge whatever the insurance pays. So whatever, we get it pushed to all code. So like your cupola, they have one cupola, which is, they said you can flash it. Your two little ones, I haven't looked to see, but if that needs flashing, they'll need flashing. They also only approved one weather vane, but I think he said there was one on each cupola.
There was.
So then we can test that. And I did have a conversation with your adjuster. He was super open to whatever I send him.
Okay.
So if you guys go with us, basically that's the only thing you have to pay is your deductible. I don't know how they have that broke out on what's what, because it looks like they just lumped everything in one.
Kind of, yeah.
But it's a little convoluted because.
Yeah, the trees are involved. and-
Well, they didn't show anything on the trees as far as a deductible. They had the cemetery.
Well, it's trees 1,000 feet within every building that were affected by the storm.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, it looks like they just grouped everything.
Yeah,
But
they grouped
basically it
everything,
comes
yeah.
down to you have an $8,900 deductible. They've, whatever your RCV was, which is the grand total, $72,873. That would probably go up. I don't know if anybody's done anything on the library.
I don't think so.
The thing with the library, there's certain things, because they've approved like a couple shingles here or there, but depending how old that roof is, manufacturer installation guidelines does not recommend mixing laminated shingles. So you could end up with a whole roof replacement on the library pending how old it is, and stuff like that. Plus Iowa's a line of sight state. So like if you put shingles on and they might be the same exact color, but if they're 10, 15 years old, they're gonna look completely different.
Sure.
And as Iowa, being a matching state, it has to be uniform because it was before the storm. So those are just the items that we can do to help you guys, whether it's just this building or whatever. But I can help guide you through it.
So who do we pay the deductible to? Is that to the insurance company or to you?
So typically, well, it depends, that's why.
We've already gotten the check.
Yeah,
So-
right, so how they issue it, basically, the 70 whatever thousand, they'll just pay you less your deductible.
Right.
So
Yep.
it's your responsibility to pay whoever does the work, the deductible.
Okay.
So I don't know how you break that apart with all the different buildings,
Right.
but typically, yeah, that's how that breaks.
So what you're saying is, I'm just kind of throwing an idea out here. So you go up there and you start tearing shingles off and, oh, this got hit, this got hit. So there's additional work needs to be done. You're now gonna submit that to the insurance
Correct.
company. And they're gonna figure it out and say,
And
okay,
they'll
well,
pay for that.
minus depreciation, minus deductible, now they're gonna send us another check and then.
Yep, and at the end of the day, you will not pay 1 penny more than your deductible. That's really what it is, and you will get everything brought up to code.
Sure.
Because it looks like you have an RCV policy, which is what you want.
The only other company I've talked to is Jansen.
And have they given you any kind of recommendation?
They gave me a total of what it would cost to redo the roof. Obviously, he's in the same boat, he doesn't know what's underneath, but he's been in business long enough, I think he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
But those were the two people I talked to.
Anybody have any thoughts?
Do we need to talk to insurance and get more of a thorough breakdown of how they did it?
She's from the insurance company here, you want to see it?
Yeah.
The sheet that Joe was showing me was pretty broke out of what they
Yeah, that's
were
what
gonna
they
give us
call
money
it,
for.
your scope of work.
Is there a timeline with this too? Because we're running into, well, we can't do this.
Correct.
We've already got the check.
I know,
Oh,
but
sorry.
doing the shingles.
So if you go with us, I talked to our supplier. I don't know if you guys remember the Orchardings that used to live here, Corey Orcharding. So I work with him. He's a supplier out of Des Moines. They've already got, depending what color you get, they could have the shingles here and we could probably have it done before this weekend. If you wanted to, which you can still shingle. Once you get below 40, that's because you want it to be above that with the asphalt to here, so you don't have shingles blowing off.
If they do blow off, you said that you guys' work was.
Yeah, so we match, so anytime you have your manufacturer warranty, which is 15 to 25, it's just each one's a little bit different. But none of them ever come with the labor warranty. So yeah, they'll pay for the shingles, but then you gotta pay somebody else to tear it off, put it back on. We match all our work with a 10-year labor warranty, anything we touch, so. And the rep that we use, which is IKO, he's out of Ames, super aggressive, and he has actually helped us on 2 or 3. We've got a couple batches of shingles that, from the manufacturer, that the colored dots or blots, whatever they call them, were a little different. So they paid for full replacement and repair. They're pretty solid company to work with. And you have it has some siding on here,
That's on, I know the,
gutters as well.
I know the library's got some siding issues.
Yeah, I think it had this southeast corner for siding on this building. And then I think it's this whole gutter and then that downspout over there. But the thing with the siding is, it depends on which way you want to go, but if it's discontinued siding, because it's how Iowa law reads, is they have to bring the property up to the condition it was before the storm with like kind and quality materials.
And I think I remember talking about that at the library because they kind of patched it last time.
Mhm. So if they don't make it, then they gotta pay for all new siding.
I don't know if you've seen the library one, but it looks like something came through between the old gas station and his storage shed, whatever you want to call it, in the back. There's a little pathway. Something came right through and smacked into the wall and knocked stuff off the wall inside.
Yeah, because I see, there was storage room and certain things, So,
But yeah, it looks like something had been fixed prior because there's a big square patch there.
right. And it just depends on what type of work you want done. I mean, you can patch it or you can push for full replacement.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I have Jansen's papers here too, if anyone wants to look at this stuff. I just asked him to give me a quote of what we needed, this was prior to me talking to Joe and everything like that, but it seems reasonable, and from what I've heard from you, it's basically the same thing, so.
Yeah, when it comes to insurance, it's like the key is whoever you go with, they can be good, but they need to be educated in dealing with insurance. Because if you're not, it's a nightmare. It's still a nightmare.
Sure.
And then another thing is how insurance works is if you got a bid, which this is why insurance companies like bids. So if it was, they gave you whatever on here, scope of work, say it's 36,000 to do it. Cause at the end, they're gonna want an invoice, and if they give you an invoice for 30,000, insurance is gonna say, where's the rest of my money? So.
It's fair.
John, for that one. So this is just this building, is that what you're saying?
That, the Jansen was just this building.
Yeah, it was just the roof of this building and the cupolas. Were the only two things on there.
You saw it, right?
I've seen this. Get back to Jen, so this-
Unknown caller.
Don't need to answer them
And if you guys need me to break this insurance down for you, I can.
Any questions?
I'm waiting for Randy to.
Yeah.
See what Randy says.
What's the most knowledgeable?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that much of a difference. $27. Where deductible's that? Just see a difference of about $1,000. I don't know, is that what you guys came up with? Or
What?
minus deductible? I mean, if we don't have to pay these guys any money, correct?
Yeah, yeah. We would just, you wouldn't pay a penny over your deductible.
And if we want the roof done now, I would say to go with them and.
Yeah.
And I don't know, huh?
I would agree, plus the 10-year warranty on
Because, I
labor.
mean, you're looking at like $800 difference. I don't know if Jansen can do it.
I don't know what his game plan is. I never talked to him about when he could do it. I would imagine it's probably at least a week or so out, and I don't know about that point, if it's too cold or what.
$800 to get it done right away. Because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanna wait. You're almost gonna have to wait till March,
March,
If we're lucky.
maybe April.
maybe April, right?
Thank you for 10-year labor warranty.
Mhm.
A lot to be said about that, or for that.
That's what I have to figure out anyway. Well, there's just a lot of numbers here.
There is,
Well, it's all lumped
Busy.
together, that's the problem.
That's how they,
Spread out. And your company's name again is
siblings roofing,
Sibley?
siblings,
Siblings.
and I can provide with license insured, all that.
once we did.
And you're out of,
I live here, but the company's out of Belmont.
I make a motion to go with the sibling, roofing company and get our work done on City Hall
As soon as possible.
as soon as possible.
A motion from Randy to accept the scope of work from Sibling Roofing to place the roof at City Hall and Community Center. Second,
Second.
from Abby, any other discussion? No? None, all in favor?
I-
Opposed? Motion carried. See you tomorrow.
Color would be, I got a sample book I can leave you and you guys can look at it.
We'll trust Zach with that decision, if that's okay with you, Zach?
Chris picked out the matching color, if that's an option. I mean,
You wanna go with same type of color you have?
Yeah,
That
that's what I would
Williamsburg
say.
gray.
I mean, we don't need,
Williamsburg Gray.
yeah, we don't need to go above and beyond.
Okay,
Pink roof or nothing.
So
Yeah,
with the,
right.
the shingle carrier we use is, it would be a little bit different gray, cause depending on the brand, they're a little
Yeah.
different. I don't know if you guys seen, Blake Palmer, and if you guys know, like their roof, that's a Summit Gray. I don't know if you like that kind of characteristic of that.
You're asking the wrong guy about the colors.
Sure, me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me, I'll put, you know, I just wanna make sure I get the right shingle. If you like the gray, or they got a matte black, which is the newest, like in the bigger cities, it's kind of the newer color with the white siding, black.
We're not new.
Gray's good.
Yeah,
Gray's good.
so
Gray's good.
okay.
Yeah,
So that
Yeah.
gray that's on there, that works, okay,
I love
I
it.
think that'd be fine.
okay.
And it'll all be the
Great.
same, right?
I think it'll look
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Sounds good, we get it coming.
Appreciate your time.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Now get with, okay, so I'll have to sign a contract that, who would,
Okay.
Yeah, Larry will say.
Hey, for me, it don't matter. You want those back?
no, I don't, you can keep that for yourself if you want to get a copy. Okay, I'll get with you tomorrow or something. We'll go from there. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Have a good night.
You have a
Thank
good
you.
night too.
Call if you have any questions.
Will do. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Back to the top, second reading of the zoning ordinance. You handed it to me, did I hand it back to you? Oh, there it is. I put it right there.
Did you get the whole story on this?
I got the whole story.
Okay.
So, we did the zoning ordinance last meeting?
2 meetings ago.
2 meetings ago, yeah, it feels like forever ago. However, when we did it, we needed a super majority to pass it. We did not have a super majority on hand when we did it. Because of that, we need to do a second and third reading, so no real action tonight, we just need to read it. So, we'll read it tonight, we'll read it again at the next meeting, and we will pass it at the next meeting. It is a short read, so let's get through this quickly. And it is just 1 page, so it's a group, right? We'll read this one, yeah, perfect. An ordinance regulating and restricting the location, construction, and use of buildings and structures and the use of land in the city of Rockwell, Iowa, and for said purposes dividing the city into districts and creating a board of adjustment, repealing ordinances in conflict with this ordinance, and providing for penalties for violation of the regulations. Be it enacted by the city council of the city of Rockwell, Iowa, all previous zoning ordinances adopted under Title 7, Chapter 7 of the Rockwell City Code, and any amendments thereto are hereby repealed, and the following adopted in lieu thereof. That's it. Essentially, all that's doing is enacting that book that we went through a couple months ago for the zoning and book, the planning and zoning book. So it's scrapping the old book, enacting the new book. And again, we will pass this after the third reading at the next meeting. So no action on it, just need to read the second reading on it. Right, we don't need to approve the second reading. It's the way I understood it from Adam.
I think that's.
Okay. It's the way his notes read, so
Sounds kosher.
sounds kosher. If he calls me in 2 minutes because he's watching, we'll do something different. All right, let's get on to some good news. Employee health insurance.
Yeah, that was good news.
All right. So we got the policy change for the employee health insurance. And the premiums have gone down. So, like,
Did we go up 14% last time we
something
did
like
this?
that.
They go up more than that,
Is it?
23.
So this 19's real nice.
They're down 19% for the year. You guys are still happy with your coverage?
Haven't used the,
Better
Thank
knock
you.
on wood
That's
over
probably
there.
why it's down.
down.
Thank you, Zach.
I'm joining in January.
Oh, you don't use it at all.
You're gonna be married.
Your mom's kicking you off.
Pretty much. No, I'm not only bringing myself, I'm bringing another one too. So,
I thought you meant you just haven't been to the doctor.
no.
That'll be good.
So for those that do use it, it works well for you, everything's good, everything, you're happy with everything. All right.
We need a motion on this.
Yep.
It's really, I mean, it's better than last.
That's what I found out too.
Better than mine.
That's why I'm
jealous.
Pretty sure that's why we're going with this option.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Because that's a $5,000 deductible, at least it was
It's more than that.
3 years ago. I mean, it's.
And he did drop off the renewal for the life insurance, which is staying the same.
I'll entertain a motion to.
I'll make a motion that we renew the insurance at the rate they. Yes, quick.
For Tracy to continue the health insurance as presented. For a second.
Second.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously. All right, I won't lump these together.
Table this again, no?
No, I was digging through my emails. Laura said that Attorney Barry emailed me. I just went through everything. I have the old stuff that he sent me. I have the email that I sent him. You said,
Mhm.
I have the Dubuque one here, but there was a different one you asked. I can't find, again, I was skimming, but I think you said Fort Dodge, but yeah, there. Okay, so many emails. I just went forward to the end. So we have
Webster City.
Webster's.
Close to Fort County.
Yeah, I was in that area. Stupid line. I'm just gonna- Okay. So I sent that to him again. Again, he's been out because he's got some family issues, so I know that he's been in and out of the office a lot lately, but he did send a question about F, the speed trailer, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get that one, but you got that one.
Yes, he called and said he wanted the terms of the agreement. And we talked at the meeting prior about a $25 delivery fee, $10 daily. Is that all that?
That's what we sent, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
all
so you
that
just
we
called to
wanted say.
confirm that, so
I will make sure that he
we're gonna
has
send that back to him as a confirmation, so, okay, perfect.
And we want to be the deliverer and the picker upper and
Yeah, we're gonna handle all that, all right. Perfect. So we continue to work with him, again, we're gonna give him a little bit of leniency, so we understand family, but
I'll send that to
we
him.
need to get this moving. Okay, old business. I'm sorry, trees.
Trees.
I even wrote myself an arrow, and I knew I would do that. Trees.
So I wanted to get some new trees in Hartman's or Carlson Tree Farms. They actually do a ready-to-go trees right from their farm to yours, where they transplant them into your yard. But when I talked to Zach, he said if it's on the approved list, I don't have to have city approval, but then looking at the list, one, the trees that I wanted weren't on the list. Then I looked at the list and there's a lot of trees on this list that we probably don't want on there anymore. So, for example, we have 2 ash trees still listed as approved trees. So she said that the list that they go off of is coming from the DNR always. And then, I mean, I don't know if you wanna compare it to the ones that were recommended to us from the DNR when we had our tree inventory. I just think that's probably something you wanna update, so we don't have people putting in ash trees, cause they are on the approved list, so they wouldn't have to come to us to put them in. So, just,
So are we talking about replacing trees in the city right away, or?
just,
We're talking about, right now, we're talking about updating our code book.
Okay.
to approve
Yes.
trees.
Okay.
yes,
This would be for people who want to plant trees in our city right away.
Yeah, like right now, the list, what we just put in your packet is what is in our code for approved trees you can put in anywhere.
mhm,
And, yeah, we have ash trees on there, so we should really update this.
Maybe we should get that list out and go.
I have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the recommended trees that they gave us in the tree inventory was Kentucky coffee tree,
I'm into that one.
honey locust, tulip tree, a buckeye tree, a
Those are dirty.
ginkgo tree,
Those are dirty too.
Those are really dirty.
no female ginkgo trees.
Right, they
Okay.
stink.
AI.
They stink in the fall.
A basswood tree.
No.
And a red bud tree. And then, I don't know if you want me to talk about the ones that Carlson's have on their list, because she was shocked at some of the ones that
We
we had.
right.
I mean, apart from oak, like, they have a lot of oak trees on their list, and she was shocked that that wasn't on our approved list.
And you would think it would be.
Right.
I think a lot of they're preparing for maybe an oak, because there's a disease out there for oak right now, so they're steering away from planting oaks.
Gotcha. Okay.
They don't wanna add to
Yeah.
the problem.
Well, also, did you see that picture that she posted of, it was called a swamp oak? That was a nice tree. It was really a nice looking tree.
Yeah.
And a big tree.
So the ones that are on her list that are the same as our recommended list would be the Kentucky coffee, the honey locust, and that's it.
And didn't she say her list was from Iowa State
Yes,
Arbor?
Yeah.
Da.
yes. So I don't know if we necessarily need to put trees on tonight, but I feel like we definitely need to take the ash trees off.
Yeah, we sure do. And I'm surprised we don't have any pine, like, there's no pine trees on there?
Pine trees in the city right away
Would not be good. That doesn't mean people can't plant them, I guess, but they just can't.
Is it right away?
Just right
So would you like me to just make a motion to eliminate the marsh seedless and the summit ash trees off of our approved list?
Yeah.
So moved.
We can just do that to the code, right? We can just make a motion.
I think we can amend it like that.
Okay.
Because this is kind of, we've always had this as kind of a separate document because we have this.
Should we add these other ones at the same time or not?
I don't know. We need to do that. I don't know that a lot of people are into planting trees.
No, I suppose not.
So it's not in the code book, it's just on here.
Well, there is, we do have, does our code say this exact same thing?
Yes. These ones, yes.
But we can put it here and then when we update our code book in a couple of years, we can change it.
Mhm.
Because this is from the tree,
We did this as a tree committee how many years ago?
Right.
Roadside trees under streets and sidewalks, right?
That part's not on here.
we're amending the tree application for amending, right?
In essence, and then when we update our code book, we can change it to be the same as this. Then we don't have to do it as an amendment
Right.
to the code at this time.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would hope not either, but I just wanted to cover our tracks.
Sure. Okay, yeah, so the motion you're gonna make is to amend the tree application.
So I will make a motion to amend the tree application and remove the Marshall seedless and the summit ash trees.
Motion from Abby to remove ash trees from the tree application approved list of trees. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second from Tracy. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously. Okay.
While we're talking about trees, are we gonna let people put trees on city right away again? Is that?
It's almost on the list.
'Cause
We need to, I mean, we've got a lot of
there's
bears,
a lot of
like,
bare
bare
vacant
spaces.
spots.
Yeah.
We haven't done the American Trees Freeze Grant for a lot of years because we haven't had places to put them on city right of ways, and that's what this is. Last time we did the tree barrier that's on the north side of the industrial park.
And they cover it, right?
Well, it's a
They're small.
matching thing, it's matching, and it was $1,000, but I said, we've got 94. And then just have to match 1,000 and it's more than that. I used to, and then they asked for who's gonna help plan them, we usually tried to have like the FFA kids or something. It's okay. Kids or something.
Be a good May project for the school too.
That's true.
I also reached out to that Lauren Dams that Zach and I have been working with prior to for the IRA tree planting grants. And they just received news that they are moving forward with those grants, so she's gonna send the information once they. So I think we'll have a better chance It's this time since we lost,
Do you have all the information from when we did that last?
I think.
Good, good. You must have a better filing system than me.
Hopefully.
Well, I think it saves automatically to that grant
Oh,
thing,
okay.
so we can look into it.
Just my filing system is probably the landfill at this point, so.
So I'll apply for some of those once that comes out as well.
I just got the
Matching is
latest
better than
list from
nothing.
the email. that-
I don't, and what was that grant? Was that free?
Yeah, they would give you like a ton of trees.
Who would then have to water said trees that are planted? You?
I don't know,
Oh.
rain or
Oh.
something.
I thought you were
To
volunteering.
start with, you have the water.
Yeah. Okay, old business.
Yeah.
Nuisances, thank you, chief, for handling the nuisance properties from last meeting. I think there was some progress made on some.
Want to go through them?
Sure.
403 Elm Street is done.
Okay.
122 on Main Street is being worked on, so I have spoken to them today. 117 Elm Street West, no action taken. And 121 Elm Street, I'll let Zach speak on that one.
Say that one again?
121 Elm Street.
121, thank you.
I called him, let him know about the 2 infractions. He said that he will definitely get on that. He's gonna be around for like the next week or something like that is what he told me.
Okay.
So hopefully something gets done while he's here, I suppose.
Any word on potentially wanting to sell?
I threw that bug in that ear. I gave him some information and we'll see what happens.
117 is gonna be your guys' decision.
So you say, when you say no action, you did your part, they did nothing, right? Okay, I just want to make sure that, I'm gonna clarify that, so. What's next? What's our course of action next?
You guys, whether you wanna find them or send them another letter.
117.
West down.
West Elm.
Can't you make it where we can pick it up and then bill him for it? Because I don't think he's gonna do it, but he might, I don't know.
Do that too.
Not trying to make more work for us, but
Cross from.
Oh.
or just get it done and over with.
Is it a bill he's gonna pay, or we do have to turn around and assess it to his taxes?
Probably that.
And I think it's a waste of time.
Mhm.
Because then we're going, dragging it out forever to assess. I know it's easy for us to do, but it just opens us up for one of these guys get hurt doing it, or we damage that house while doing it. I mean, it's kind of our word against his when that happens. I just think it's too much liability for us to do it.
Can you send another letter?
What?
Send another letter?
Chief?
That one, we have to start over, right?
Hmm.
What was the one we had to start over? Cause they moved the stuff that we,
That'd be the 403, which he did mow and picked up quite a bit, so.
Okay.
And the car is gone.
okay.
So just 117, we need to take action on tonight? Thank you. Okay, any other business? Perfect. Committee reports.
Anything? Or anything?
The only thing I have is, I'll be working on committees the next couple weeks. If anybody has anything we do love being on, let me know. If they're not passionate about anymore, let me know. If you'd like to, venture into, let me know. I am going to create a sidewalks committee, so, we'll get that started. And Yeah, that's what they said, the first year. That's all I got. All right. Council discussion.
I'm good.
Right?
Nope, good.
All right. Employee discussion. Zach.
Life's good, man. Life's good.
Nothing.
Jesus.
Spoken about it before, but I did go down to goals and got an estimate for the vest that I requested. The estimate for that, for a level 3 vest is 2,000. He said that's give or take, it could be a little less. But that comes with the outer and the inner, and they need replaced every 5 years anyway, so my mark's coming up, so. That's what that is. I'm sure it'll be on the agenda next time, so we can move on it. Because it does take quite a while to get back.
And that's, I mean, there's nothing we can go into with the county to get it cheaper. That's just, it
It's
is what it
just, it's a
is.
standard.
If there's a bulk price or anything like that.
And then also, Randy and Tracy get these every month, but calls for service for this month were 57 calls for service for Rockwell for just me. And then the sheriff's office had 2. I did take out their calls for service where they put for just coming into town when they don't do anything, they just drive through. Year to date, that's 160 calls for my department, 83 for theirs, and a grand total of 243 calls for the year, so that's all I got.
Sir? Laura?
Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
Abby to adjourn, second Tracy, all in favor? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Okay, who wants some apple crisp?